This is Take One. I'm Twink Makaraig. The headlines. Former Legacy executives reveal the close ties between Legacy owner Celso de Los Angeles and SEC Commissioner Jesus Martinez. Legacy plan holders confront de Los Angeles during today's Senate hearing. Marawi prosecutor Elias Yusuf is sworn in as Comelec commissioner. And North Korea threatens to launch a full-scale war on any country that will intercept its satellite launch. The Senate resumed today its probe into the collapse of Legacy, with owner Celso de Los Angeles facing off with two former executives who've turned witness against him. Joel Caballero also tells us the Bangko Sentral has filed new charges of syndicated estafa against de Los Angeles and other officials of the failed banking and pre-need group.
The two ex-Legacy officers, Carol Hinola and Nami Pasete Santos, faced off with Celso de Los Angeles at the Senate and accused him of defrauding depositors, plan holders, and investors of millions of pesos. The money, they said, was used for de Los Angeles' personal expenses. Hinola and Santos also said they were asked by de Los Angeles to leave the country and lay low until the Legacy issue subsides.
CPI funds were used to pay for the following expenses for his personal consumption upon the verbal instruction of Mr. de Los Angeles, such as medicines, Meralco bills, birthday parties including the talent feast of artists, newspaper advertisement to counter the negative publicity against LCPI and other rural banks, election campaign materials such as banners, streamer, t-shirts, yacht repairs, wages of household help, laundry expenses, domestic traveling expenses, even while already serving as municipal mayor.
Bakit kami aalis? Kailangan naming harapin ito. Wala kaming tinatago. Wala kaming katotohanan lang ang aming sasabihin.
De Los Angeles has denied he duped Legacy's clients. But Senator Mar Rojas says his Trade and Commerce Committee will recommend the filing of criminal charges against de Los Angeles and his cohorts. The Bangko Sentral has already filed a string of estafa cases against de Los Angeles and other Legacy officials for the alleged misuse of 487 million pesos from depositors and investors of First Interstate Bank in Leyte and about 1 billion pesos from Darbsy, a rural bank with offices in General Santos and Cebu City. De Los Angeles, the mayor of Santo Domingo Albay, allegedly disbursed a total of 38 million pesos in company funds, which he used in his election campaign in 2007. Aside from estafa, Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile said De Los Angeles could also face charges for violating election laws.
We are interested in this 38 million and not your personal disbursement. We want to know, because this has a bigger implication. These were issued before an election. And we want to know whether you also violated election law. This is a hearing, you know, not just on pre-need now, because we are now dealing with some other laws of the country. Okay. Now, can you account for this 38 million?
Well, hindi ko alam nga if I can see the check, Your Honor, I will be able to respond.
Ms. Namlama Santos, make an inventory of all of these checks. State the date of their issue, to whom issued, and payable, and then the date of issue, and where they were deposited.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that we will ask him to account for the disbursement of these funds.
Your Honor, may I see the
Hindi
check?
ka pwedeng lumusot dito, Mr. De Los Angeles. I assure you.
Ang check po ay payable to Celso de Los Angeles or cash in all the 3 checks. Wala po ako sa likod na endorsement on any of these checks. These checks could have been cashed by anyone and then misappropriated. Pero wala po akong pirma dito. If this was signed by me, I would have endorsed this, Your Honor. That's the procedure in banking.
Alam mo, yung pay to cash or pay to Juan Ponce Enrile can be deposited in your account by your secretary. If you are known by your bank. Don't bluff us. We know also banking procedure. I've been chairman of banks
De Los Angeles said he is willing to provide the Senate with bank statements, but Senator Rojas wants De Los Angeles to instead waive his right to bank secrecy to allow lawmakers to scrutinize his personal accounts. Joel Caballero, ABS-CBN News.
Also in today's hearing on the collapse of Legacy, Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile called for the resignation of SEC Commissioner Jesus Martinez. Martinez was grilled by senators over his alleged close ties with Legacy owner Celso de Los Angeles. Rain Inigo with the details.
A connection between Legacy owner Celso de Los Angeles and SEC Commissioner Jesus Martinez was uncovered in today's Senate hearing. One of the witnesses, Carol Hinola, described Martinez as a close friend of de Los Angeles. Hinola said she personally met Martinez twice in 2006, and in one of those meetings, she handed him 1.4 million pesos as payment for a luxury vehicle de Los Angeles was buying from the commissioner. The money, Hinola revealed, came from the Rural Bank of San Jose.
I know for a fact that Mr. de Los Angeles is well connected with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the regulatory body in charge of printed companies, as he is a close friend of Commissioner Jesus Martinez of the SEC. This fact is a matter often mentioned and boasted by Mr. de Los Angeles in our meetings, and I was able to confirm this personally because on February 14, 2006, I, together with Ms. Namnama Santos and Attorney Ricardo Salomon, met Mr. Martinez for lunch at the Japanese restaurant at Shangri-La Makati upon instructions of Mr. de Los Angeles, who could not meet with Commissioner Martinez due to a prior commitment. Thereat, we conveyed to the Commissioner the apologies of Mr. de Los Angeles regarding his absence. During our lunch, Commissioner Martinez asked if we have any problems with the SEC that he could help us with, and at that time, I informed him that as far as I know, we had none. Commissioner Martinez was at that time accompanied by Congressman Ed Shalcita. On November 9, 2007, I also met Commissioner Martinez at the Linden Suites in Ortigas because it was there that I handed over to him the amount of around 1,475,000 pesos upon the instructions of Mr. de Los Angeles. Said money was personally received by Commissioner Martinez. The money came from Rural Bank of San Jose and was supposed to be payment to Mr. Martinez for the expedition acquired by Rural Bank of San Jose. What I know is that while the expedition was booked for the account of Rural Bank of San Jose, it was Mr. de Los Angeles who personally used the same.
It was also revealed in the hearing that legacy funds were used to buy a house and lot for Martinez's son. Hinola presented 3 checks amounting to 3 million pesos, which were used to purchase the property in Parañaque. Martinez denied receiving any money from De Los Angeles, but admitted to senators that his son Nicolo bought the house and lot from De Los Angeles' son.
Commissioner Martinez knows my cell phone number, and there are occasions that he sent text messages to me or called me on my cell phone. On one occasion, he called me to follow up the payment by legacy to Mr. Michael Lirio, the vendor of the house and lot at Parañaque that was supposed to be Commissioner Martinez's gift to his son. Legacy ended up buying the said house and lot from Mr. Lirio. Ownership of this house and